back to another edition of Bats Cafe Coach's Corner. My name is Maddie Campanella, and we are here with the volleyball coach, Glenn Cox. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing good. So your team started practice a while back. How's that been going so far?
Spring has been very productive. We're making a lot of strides. Just working on, just all the little things we need to work on and get better, and getting better at blocking. We made some decisive improvements in blocking. We're working on just shot control, shot placement, trouble shots, court vision, just a whole lot of little things, defense, just doing what we got to do.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So I hear you added a newcomer to the roster that has already gone to the school. Can you tell us a little bit about her?
Cassie
Yes,
Johansson.
Cassie.
Cassie is a 4-year superstar here at USC Aiken in basketball.
We all know.
And she I think she led the conference in block shots in basketball, and she's doing a pretty good job blocking shots on the volleyball court too. Has a great fundamentals. She had told us that she played a lot of volleyball before, and honestly, I wish she'd have been playing both sports, but that's tough to do in college.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, I understand it, and our seasons overlap. So, but yeah, no, she was. We have been bringing in a lot of recruits trying to find a player. Just like Cassie, and Cassie came in and she was taller than all the ones we were recruiting, so it worked out well.
That's great.
She's done a super job, very coachable. She's doing just an exceptional job picking up. All her fundamentals were good. We just have to get a little bit of rust off, and I think she'll be a very potent hitter and blocker and passer and defender for us this next season.
Yeah, I know we're all looking forward to seeing her on the court.
Mm-hmm.
Who has stood out to you the most this spring? In spring practice.
Wow, that's tough.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's a really tough question. I can't really pick one player that has stood out. I mean, we've got a group of people that have stepped up. I would say, our middles, Okene and Alicia have really they've been working, and they've been getting, the most reps of anybody, just because their position requires so many reps whenever we do any type of quick free ball drills. They're getting better with their blocking footwork, blocking form. They're reading a little bit better. I've seen some significant improvements in both their hitting and their blocking. But everybody, all of our outside hitters, Sean, Julia, Taylor have all been doing a super job. Some people that aren't normally back row players are really improving on their defense.
Oh, that's great.
Just trying to make everybody multidimensional. So, doing a good job.
Is there anything that you can say that your team has improved upon since last season already, this spring?
I would say blocking.
Yeah.
And that was something we really need to work on, blocking, and I think our passing has actually improved. We were already a pretty good passing team, but it is tough. Most of our passers win all of the servers passers drills that we do, and used to the servers would get a shot at winning. It's very rare that the servers win against passers in the drills that we're doing, but we're passing well. Yeah, so you do have a team with a lot of experience. Based on the players on campus now, what are your expectations for them this coming year? Well, we want to go back to a national tournament again. We want to win the conference regular season again. We want to try and win everything next year if we can. We really felt like we dropped the ball this year in the national tournament. We had it, we had the personnel and the players to get it done, and just didn't get it done. But there's a whole lot of teams that are in that same boat. Only one gets to go home as a winner in that tournament. So, but I think I've got high expectations for this coming season, and all the returners have been there. They know what it takes. They do know what it takes. And we've got a good group coming in that we're signing next week that are going to come in and help fill some of the losses that we had to graduation. And that's exciting. Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be a fun year. So actually, this weekend your team's going to be traveling to South Carolina. We are for the tournament. Can you tell us what your players should be up against there? We're going to go. We start out against an SEC team. We start out against South Carolina. We've got Davidson. We've got Campbell, NC State is there, Upstate is there. There's a lot. It's all division. We're the only Division II team going. Well, good luck on that. Yeah, two different pools. We'll be playing volleyball all day there in Columbia, and should give the girls a lot of. It's going to give us a lot of competition, and I feel like we beat pretty much every Division I team we played last spring.
Yeah.
So, some of them will be comparable to what we saw last spring, but
well, that's a good confidence booster for your girls.
Yeah, if you can go beat a Division I team, I mean, you take a team that's not funded anywhere near what some of those teams are, and the leagues that they play in. I mean, I think it'll be a great experience, and if we come out of there and we go out there and have a good showing, it'll we're either going to learn a lot or we're going to get a whole lot of confidence.
Right. Yeah.
So, one or the other.
What else can you tell us about your spring practices that you have going on?
We're just working hard. We're one of the few teams that can put together 6-on-6 in the spring. Mm-hmm. A lot of teams get down to like 6 or 7 or 8 players in the spring because they graduate a lot of players, but we return a big group.
Yeah, you do have a big group still.
So we only have to bring in one or two of our seniors will come in and just play for fun and practice with us just to make sure we have 6 players against them. So we've been able to do a whole lot of team practice where a lot of teams don't get to do that in the spring.
Yeah, that's great.
And in volleyball's, the game teaches the game if you're playing it at a high level on both sides of the net, and we surely are.
Mm-hmm. If you had to choose one thing, just one thing that you'd want your players to work on most over this summer, what would that be?
Just to keep play some beach volleyball, and stay in shape, keep working out and doing, because we're working out 4 days a week now. We're doing a whole lot of good things. Everybody's in great shape. Everybody's moving quickly. You can just tell whenever they're lifting 4 days a week and doing our workouts, you can see the speed is there, explosiveness is there, and, just have a few of them increase their vertical and just stay in great shape over the summer. If you can add an inch or two to your vertical over the summer, you can change.
That would be great.
You can do so much more. I mean, that's what Ashley Diedrich did the summer prior to her, just year that was, that started her last couple of years of unbelievable play. I mean, she went home and she wasn't able to touch a basketball goal, and she sent me a video in August, and she was jumping up and grabbing it.
And that's awesome.
So, I mean, that's, when a kid's that motivated in the off season to do that, that's how you find those special players.
Yeah, it's got to be encouraging,
and it's got to come from within them too. We can't make summer workouts mandatory. We can just recommend it and say, hey, you guys really need to do this. You're in the best shape of your life here at the end of April. Keep it up and then come in here in August, because we only get a couple weeks before we play. We don't really have a long preseason.
Yeah, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, who is one player that you think kind of went under the radar last season that you think is going to have a really big impact on you this coming season?
One player under the radar.
Under the radar.
I mean, that's tough. I mean, it's I think Danielle Mercer is a phenomenal defensive player, and we were stacked with phenomenal defensive players this past year.
Yeah.
We had 3 with Katie and Monica and Danielle. Just and we just honestly it was such a battle between those 3.
Yeah.
And we didn't have enough subs to get all of them in a game. We had to pick 2 at times, but she's having a phenomenal spring. She's doing a good job. Julia Forster is stepping up her game and just becoming a good a player that can play front row and back row. And then all of our other significant role players they're all working hard. I mean, it's hard to just pick one player that's gonna stand out.
Well, I know being on the sidelines, we were all super excited to watch them play. It was just like every shot we were like so into it, so ready to see what was going to happen. And you did have a tremendous season last season.
Yeah. We'll have a few. I mean, that's the thing, is you want some of those players that weren't your top people to step up and become top people as they get older and get more experience.
Yeah, people you don't expect. You can definitely step up to the plate.
I expect they all can. I mean, every one of them has potential to step up and be that superstar. And but in volleyball, you got to have a team. It's not you can't just have 1 or 2 superstars. You got to have a group of players working together. It's one of the truest team sports that there is.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Cox.
All right, thank you.
That's been another edition of Fats Cafe Coach's Corner. Join us next time. Thanks.